Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. So in the previous video I have discussed about how to create a React.js project and what is package.json, how is this project structure is, and where we push this node modules, what is this node module folder we have discussed, and what is this public folder we have discussed, and what is src folder, and how we create a component also we have discussed, and how we use this component in another component also we have discussed. By importing this component we can use in another component. So in this video I'd like to discuss about JavaScript functions, which is most useful in day-to-day React.js development. So for that I'm using JSBin online compiler. So this compiler will give output here. So we have first let's discuss about JavaScript functions. We have two types of functions over here, which is one is normal function and another one is arrow function. First let's see normal function. Print name I'm declaring as a function name, and here I'm expecting the name parameter. Here I'm returning the name. This is how we create a normal function. So to elaborate this, I'm just printing. You can see the output now. This is printing. Let's use in another way. Print addition a comma b. So this should return. Otherwise I'll not return. I'll just print directly over here. Now let's call this print addition 2,8. Now you can see the output is coming in the console. And now let's see the arrow function. Arrow functions are not similar to this normal function. For arrow functions we have to declare a variable as a function name. Print name arrow fn. So this is expecting the same parameter I'm giving. So this is a variable, so that's the reason we have to give equals, and then we have to pass arrow over here. It will become an arrow function. Now return this name. Console.log print name arrow fn testing arrow function. Yeah, now you can see the output is came over here. So this is how the arrow function we use in JavaScript. So in the most cases in React.js development we use arrow functions. So similarly constant print addition arrow function a comma b and then arrow. Now console.log a minus b, let's see, print sub arrow fn 2,9. Let's see the output over here. Yeah, you can see -7 is came. Okay, and this is how we create the functions in JavaScript. Okay, now we have learned about functions in JavaScript. Let's see spread and rest operators in JavaScript. So what is spread operator and what is rest operator? So spread operator is actually expanding the set of elements from one element to another element. For example, we have array. This is having 1 2 3 4. Now let's first see how this have the data with initial array. Here, so this is initial array. So now let's spread this array. Here are 2 equals to, here are dot triple dot, here are comma 5 6 7 8. Now let's copy this console.log, spreaded array is array 2. Now you see this is appended with 5 6 7 8. This is spread operator. We use 3 dots. When we use 3 dots, it is rest or spread operator. Okay, now let's see rest operator. So rest operator will actually accept infinite number of parameters for the function. So I have a function like print array list. Here I am adding triple dot and arr. Console.log arr. Now I am passing the values to it. 1 2 3 4. So it is accepting 1 2 3 4 also. Even if I add 5, it will append to it. Even if we add any number of variables, so it will accept. Let's also try with a combination of string. So it is accepting string also. So this is the use of spread operator. Okay, now let's see destructuring in JavaScript. So we have 2 types of destructuring over here. One is array destructuring and one is object destructuring. So first let's see array destructuring. So I am specifying a array which is having 1 2 3 4. So here we have an array. So I want to get the value from here by destructuring. Destructuring is actually where the values we are extracting from a set of array to the individual variables. Like this one is an individual independent variable and 2 3 4 are independent, but it is aligned in a list. So if we want to extract it to independent variables, so we can specify a list like this and we have to pass the array over here. So console.log, I am just specifying 3 variables over here, not 4th one. Let's see how it will come. Now you can see 3 is came. Even if we take 4th one also, we can get it extracted. So now let's see by removing the C. Even though I removed, but I have given the empty space over here, it should work because we are not specifying any variable over here. We are specifying the 4th one. Now you can see the 4 came over here. D is getting the value of 4, but we don't have C. So if we if you are trying to provide C, this will say that we don't have any variable with that name. Okay. If you try with A, it will come. B, it will also come. Now let's see object destructuring. So here let values name. I am taking a simple object which is containing name and email. So here I already know I have two values over here, which is name and email. So I can extract it to a object destructuring, like by specifying a variable over here, name and email, which is I'm assigning to values. So if I try to grab the email, it should get the email. If I provide the name, it should get the name. What if I remove this one? Similarly, like this, it won't work in object destructuring. It will throw the error. We can remove this one and specify the email only, so this will work. And even though if we only require name, we can take the name, it will work. So like this we destructure the object and array values. Now let's see how many types of array supports, how many functions supports by array. So here it supports push, pop, shift, and splice. So we have 4 different types of functions supported by arrays. Push means we are pushing a value to array. Pop means removing value from the end, and remove value from start is shift. Splice means we can remove the value using splice, but we have to specify the index of value. So let's see arr let arr 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 variables over here. Now I want to push a value to this one. I'm pushing 5th value. So let's see the output before and after. Before pushing, after pushing. Now you see 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what I do is arr dot pop. Now it should remove from the end. So I just give the pop method, it will automatically remove from the end. Console.log after pop. Now you can see it is got removed from the end. Now let's see what will happen if we give the shift method. After shift, now you can see 1 is got removed. So this is shift and pop and push. Now let's see splice. So this is slightly different from the pop. Actually it is also get remove the value, but we have to specify the index. So first one is index, second one is count. So if I say to splice 2 comma 1 means it will remove the second index, and console dot log after splice. Yeah, now it is 4 is removed by splice. Why? Because we have 0 1 2. I specified second index, so that's why it is removed 2. If I specify 1 and 2 here, it should remove two values. 3 and 4 it got removed. So this is the number of elements, how many elements we need to remove, and this is the index. So this is what arrays in JavaScript. Okay, now let's discuss map and filter functions in the JavaScript. So map function is used to loop the data inside the array and get the values and indexes. So to elaborate that, I'm creating an array with values of 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. So now I'm using the map function with this array. Here are that map, here is the value and index. So now I created an arrow function and I'll print the values, and you will understand how this is works. Console.log value. Now you can see value 1 2 3 4 are printed. Similarly, we can print the index also. Now you can understand and estimate how we use this map function. I'll tell you one example. So using this map function, we can generate a menu type of UI interactions. So if we have multiple details, like I'll create one more object to elaborate filter, you will now understand how it will works. Here are val. Now here I'm creating a list of values but with the objects. Now I have id 1 and with the name of link 1, and similarly to link 2. We'll create one more. Now maybe you understand this thing. Here are dot map, here are val dot map. This is the value and this is the index. Now create an arrow function, console.log value dot name. We'll comment this one, we will understand clearly. So now link 1 2 3 is printed. Okay, so this is how we use the map function. Now let's see filter function. So same ARR val I'm using to filter. ARR val 2 equals to ARR val dot filter. So we have to pass the parameter where we want to filter. So we have the name and index. So we know the ID is 1 and 2 3 similar to this each individual. Now I will find out with the name. Val dot name includes link 1. Now this should get only link 1. Now you can see the object is printed over here, which is only link 1. So this is how we use the filters. So similarly, we can add the filter with ID also. Here we have to change the ID. ID equals to 1. Here val 3. Now you can see. So this is not a string, that is why it is not taking the value of includes. Now you can see it is coming only ID 1. So when we use the ID integer values, we have to use equals, and when we use the string, we have to use includes. Include supports string actually. Here also we can use equals. But what is the difference? I will show you the difference between includes and equals. Now let's see the output. So here you got the correct result when it is equals, but if you pass the link over here, no result will come. Why? Because we don't have the equal name over here. But when we pass includes, it is a like operator in the SQL. So we can get all three because it includes in all three. So this is the difference between includes and equals.